welcome back. We're going to keep working on this bar chart that we've been considering. Last time we saw how we might format the appearance of the bars. Today we're going to have a fairly quick video just talking about how we can order the bars and control the ordering of these bars. And so there's several different ways you can order something, and the reading associated with this assignment has explored what those are. But like a natural way that we might think about ordering a plot that has something to do with metal counts is to put them in order of the metal counts, which is not what we have right here. So let's go back and look at what we have. We have 39, 38, 20, 22, 27. So we can see that the last three are out of order. And so there's a few different ways you can handle this in Python. We're going to do it manually just to show that the order of how we supply things here affects the order down here. You can already see that, but let's just demonstrate that we can change it. If you would like to learn how to do this differently, you can look into how lists are sorted in Python. You can look at converting these lists to arrays and see how those are sorted, or you can look at converting these two lists together into what's known as a data frame and sorting it. We're not going to cover any of that, but just in case you're curious, we're just going to fix this manually. So when I look at what's happening here, I can see that what I really want to have is 27, then I want to have 22, and then I want to have 20. So let's just get rid of all this information and tidy up this list again. What we did was we took Japan, which was 27, and put it after China. And then we took Great Britain, which had a value of 22, and put it after Japan. I need to keep having this comma here. And now we have changed the order of this list. Because we're dealing with a Marimo notebook, as soon as I run this cell, it's going to know that this cell depends on that cell, and it's going to run that cell. We have seen this before in this dependency tree. So if I look at the vertical tree, I can see that both cell 1 and cell 0 feed into here. They both feed into here because make subplots depends on this cell 0. Again, remember we start counting at 0 in Python. And cell 1 goes into here because this is where we made the data that goes into here. So when I rerun cell 1, it's going to also rerun this cell down here, which we have titled make bar chart, and that's what it's referred to in this dependency. And I can zoom in to show you that. Okay, so let's run this and demonstrate that is the case. So I run this, and now the bars are in order. This may not be the order you want, okay, for several different reasons. Maybe you think that it makes more sense to order them chronologically somehow by when the country was first created, or maybe you'd like to order them alphabetically by name so it's easier for people to find the name they're looking for. You would go through the same sort of procedure as we saw up here to create the order that you want down here. Another thing that you might think is, wouldn't it be nice if I actually started at the most metal counts and went to the least metal counts? And you might think to yourself, okay, I know how to do that. I can go back here. I can just like change the order of all of these. And you could do that manually, or you can use a property of the axes to tell it, I want this axis to be reversed from the order it is in. Our problem is that the y-axis is not in the order we want. So let's go to Fig, update, y-axes, and then what I will say is auto range is reversed. And you can see that that has changed the order, and now I have the order that we're interested in. Something else we might want to do is take this axis line and move it towards the top so it reads more natural without this like large line at the bottom that it just continues down like this. And that's something we'll consider when we really think about axes in a little bit more detail than we are right now.